Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Cancer. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Cancer, I'm here with a short stack of oracles. We're going to throw these oracles down for the overall energy for the week ahead. Now, if you are here all the time, you know how I read. I do always read for the week ahead. So whether you're here today, tomorrow, or next year, that means you could go into the archives and find something from back there that applies to you now. Not everybody's on the same cycle, right? So right now, Cancer, we are in the eclipse sandwich, and we're sort of in the middle of, we had this full moon eclipse on last Friday, and now we're heading toward next week on Saturday. There is going to be a partial solar eclipse, and so we are in these sort of heavy transitional energies here. Cancer, if you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome, I should say that. And if you'd like to join us here, if you'd like to stay, there is a subscription button down the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live, if you'd like to stay. Cancer, let's find out what's going on for you. Enough blah, blah. Let's find out what's going on the week ahead for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We do have Imagine. Oh, whatever you can imagine. I feel like there's somebody here who is in some sort of a manifestation mode. I feel like you are imagining what could be. We have card number 20, and card number 20 in the tarot is the Judgment card. And so it feels like you're imagining what the future might be like. It feels like you've been manifesting. I imagine what the future would be like. It feels like anything you can imagine is what can come to life, but first you must put away what's old in order to accept or open yourself up to the new, because that's really what Judgment is about. It's also about getting balance in the present moment enough to make that decision. I feel like you're going to say something, say it out loud possibly, but I feel like you are, there's a fork in the road here. I feel like you're at the fork in the road here where you know that something must end, card number 13, in order for something to begin. The fork in the road is a place where you have a lot of options, opportunities, and it's time to take action on something here. It's time to make a decision, and I feel like in the week ahead, I feel like that's your week to sort of figure out what you do need, what you don't need. Card number 20 is Judgment energy, Virgo and Pisces energy for me as an energy reader. That's how I feel that card. And so it feels like you're now in the midst of going over details and weeding out what you don't need and listening to your intuition and imagining what life will be like without the things that you're about to leave behind. Because we do have card 13, which is the Death card in the tarot. And it tells me that you're at a fork in the road where you have to leave something behind or leave an old cycle or an old path to move to a new one. Tell me more about Cancer here. We have freedom. Well, can't write that, can we? It seems like you are about to give yourself some freedom. It says you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions. Well, didn't we just talk about that? Or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. So I feel like you are in the midst of making some type of decision to break away from something that you require freedom from. It's an old cycle that you've been in. Maybe it's an old pattern of thought. It could be that as well. We've got tolerance. It says you appreciate others' points of view because you sense the love in everyone. And so thanks for your information, but I'm going to make my own decision. That's what it tells me here, that you tolerate the opinions of others and you know that they're allowed to have their opinions, but you're not necessarily taking advice from a bunch of people, right? You're detaching. Yeah. Detaching from something in the past here. Detachment says you are releasing old patterns, ideas, and no longer serving your highest, that no longer serve your highest idea of love. And I feel like that's what you're getting freedom from. I feel like that's what this card is for. All right. After we finish laying down these oracles, we're going to go for tarot, and then we will get some details for you for the week ahead. Tell me more about Cancer, please. Pulling out some of the decks I haven't used in a while. It's called a fairy deck. Let's find out what information is here for you, Cancer. We have Go Outside. Okay. It says, it's time to go outside. Tune into your powerful piece. Tune into the powerful piece of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. I'm going to read that one more time. It's time to go outside. Tune into the powerful piece of nature, wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So whatever your habitat is, look, maybe you live in the jungle. Maybe you're viewing this from a jungle. I don't know. But whatever your habitat is, that could be your group of friends, that could be your soul tribe, that could be your workplace. I feel like you're supposed to leave there and go outside and bask in this energy that you really enjoy, in the things that you enjoy. Go outside. We do have ask for help. It says angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So if you need assistance learning how to go outside or to disconnect from this energy that's in the past, because I feel like you're imagining what is coming up in the future. You're at this fork in the road where you're in this place. I feel that you've been giving a lot of tolerance to people, but you're not really interested in taking their advice. It feels like you need to leave there. You need to get yourself some freedom and go outside. It doesn't mean necessarily outside your home, outside the box, thinking outside the box, outside of your usual group of people, possibly. Give me one more card and then we'll get to tarot for Cancer. We've got resolving issues. Bottom of the deck, we have stress. So this can be a bit of a stressful situation where you're trying to pull out of an energy that you no longer want to be in. You're trying to gain freedom here, trying to go outside your regular group of people. It says resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past traumas. So maybe you're just not interested in being in the group of people or the job, whatever it is, anymore, because you've gotten to a place where now you're tolerating them, which has put you at the fork in the road. It's like, I need help getting out of here. And I feel like that's what you're looking for, asking for help, trying to get out of a situation that possibly is keeping you stuck, or you feel stuck somewhere, feeling like you can't go. Tell me more about Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. In Cancer, if you're interested in looking at pricing for a private read, if you're interested in that, please go to the pinned comment down below. You can click on the pinned comment to Wizio. That'll show you all my pricing there if you're interested in a private read. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Ten of Wands. You know what? It does feel like there is like a friendship, a place of work, a group of people that it's like, I feel the pressure to stay here. Like they're going to think I'm a real jerk if I leave. That's what it feels like. You're tolerating them at this point. You're kind of like 1 foot out, 1 foot in. It feels like you are about to make a decision to gain some freedom or pull away from a situation, but it's like you felt pressure to stay. It feels like you're breaking out of some sort of a chapter or a cycle here, or a group of people, maybe a job. I've got the Ace of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords. This is the thing. I don't think that you want to hurt anybody. But I know that you are looking at the Ace of Cups like, look, it's overflowing. It's happiness. It's emotion. It's something brand new that maybe I'll really love. Like I haven't had a chance to experience anything else because I'm so worried about how I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings if I decide to leave the relationship, or if I decide to relieve myself of the friendship. It feels like maybe you're feeling tolerated. Maybe that's the end of your tolerance level. Take it as it resonates. We've got the Sun in the reverse, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. It does feel to me like it is the workplace or friendship is what it feels like with the Three of Pentacles here. It's a small foundation or a foundation that you've built here. It's like the sun. The sun energy for me when it's in the reverse, it's still the sun, understand? It's clarity. It's you can still see things. It's like laying on the beach, right? Like you're on the beach and you're laying there on the beach and you're not doing anything, you're not learning anything, you're not progressing anywhere, but you're just laying there under the warmth of the sun. And the sun, when it's in the reverse to me, just means that you're not learning anything. You're not progressing. You're not growing. And so I feel like you've outgrown a place already, or a group of people, or a job, and you're just staying there. But it feels stagnant. Like it's a warm place. It's not a bad place to be by any stretch of the imagination, but you feel under pressure to stay there. But what's happening here is that then you can't change. There's no change going on here. And I feel like you know that if you break away or break free or get freedom, that probably you're going to break some hearts or disappoint some people. We do have the card number 13 here. Card number 13 is here. Maybe 1313 is a thing for you. Maybe you've been seeing threes. We have 1313, but we also have a 3 here, so 333. You might be seeing threes. You might be getting serendipitous things from the universe, sequential numbers, things like that. And maybe you think it's for something else, but I feel like it's telling me it's time for you to make a change. Transformation is here, and I feel like you can do this slowly. Look, you don't have to do it overnight. It doesn't have to be done right now. It doesn't even have to be done in the week ahead. But I feel like this is the energy that you're in right now. And it does feel like it's either the workplace, but a place that you haven't really been for very long. You've built a foundation there. People know you. They're on your side. You're on their side. You know, as good as you can be with a workmate. And it feels like there's some sort of foundation you've already built there. So I feel like you want to go, but you feel like you shouldn't go. For some of you, I feel like the Sun in the reverse and the Knight of Cups is telling me that you're dating someone that you don't see a future with. I don't see a future with you. I don't see myself being in a future love thing with you. And I feel, Cancer, that you are in this place where you're too deep in and you don't want to be there. It's like, now I don't know what to do. Like, I'm going to crush this person if I leave. And it feels like you don't want to hurt somebody here. But I'm going to say back away slowly. Like the Knight of Cups is the passive knight. I'm doing things slowly. I'm doing things carefully, right? If it is something like that, I feel like inevitably, because the Death card is here, inevitably, this romance is done. You are going to break somebody's heart. There's no two ways around it. When you get in too deep to a relationship and you realize it's not for you, it's okay to realize it's not for you. But I feel like there's just no way around it. It feels like there's 2 cups here, and it feels like there is going to be a broken heart. But I feel like you've realized that this relationship or the dating, maybe you're not at a relationship stage yet, maybe you're just dating this person, you've realized you're already bored with them and it's run its course, that maybe you're in a place of tolerance right now. But it's, the fork in the road is here, and it's a little bit stressful, I think. Tell me about the Ace of Cups, please. Ooh, that flipped. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it does feel like you'd rather be on your own. You'd rather be happy and be on your own. We do have the 6 of Swords here. And we have the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you're preparing. And the Knight of Cups is telling me that that you're taking it slow, moving to it slowly. But I think ultimately you're about to leave. Ultimately, it feels too chaotic for you to be in a place where you feel pressure to be. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles is telling me that you would rather be on your own, making your own decisions, not being accountable to anybody, doing your own thing. But I feel like there is somebody here who is beginning to fall in love with you, and you're feeling pressure to stay there, even though there's no growth. Because until you find the out where you're not going to break their heart, I feel there isn't really much that you can do at this point. I feel like when it ends, there is heartbreak here, and that's what the 3 of Swords is, unfortunately. So this could be a job. It could be a job, and you know that maybe the boss just gave you a raise, and you're like, yeah, I'm in for it. Let's sign another contract. And maybe you signed another contract, and maybe you just don't want to be in that contract anymore. We do have the Star. We have the Fool. Yeah, and we have the 5 of Swords. So I feel like somebody's really quite enamored with you, Cancer. And that you're ready to walk away, because you do see the differences of opinion. You see that we have very different lives. We think different things. We have fundamental differences. We have maybe a lot of arguments about those things. It feels like I don't want to argue about these things. I just would rather step away. But I feel like somebody here, I feel like you're hoping that you can let them down slowly, or in a way that is kind of healing. I don't know. The 5 of Swords is here. I feel like it ends up in an argument. But I think that's the reason why you're sort of stuck, right? 5 and 3 is 8. It's like you feel like your hands are tied. I'm going to crush this person if I leave. But the fork in the road is here, man. And you can't stop imagining what is going to be coming up in the future. All right. Tell me about the Sun. I feel like you're staying here, feeling under pressure to stay here, and you want to go. Yeah, there's the Chariot. You do want to go here. It's like you you realize that this is coming soon. This is probably the week ahead for some of you, that you're already preparing this, right? The Two of Wands is like, I'm preparing to take action. And it feels like the Chariot energy is telling me that something's under the surface that needs to come to the surface so I can go, so I can get in my car and go. We do have the Nine of Wands, and then we have the Magician energy. And so I feel like you have all the tools. You can get your own mortgage. You can do your own thing. You can get another date. Like, I feel like you're prepared. But I feel like also it's very close and you're already ready to go, but you're feeling pressure to stay because you don't want to hurt somebody here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups. Feels like the Knight of Cups is like, we got to plan the way out. Like, we got to back away slowly here. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. That's not the way to do it. The Ten of Cups is here. Yeah, you know what it is I feel like the other person has already fallen in love with you. And I think that you know that. But I feel like you're just not, you feel like if you stay, you'll be settling. So the Ten of Cups is here. The other person is quite enamored with you. But I think you're ready to make your exit. We've got the Hermit and the Four of Swords. You've got to take charge, friend. There's the Emperor. You've got to take charge of the situation if you're the one that wants to go. I feel like you should go in with yourself here and figure out what you're going to do, figure out what your path is, go over the analytics and figure it out, right? Virgo energy is here. Figure it out, go over the details. And then we have the Four of Swords. Try and do it in the most healing way, but yeah, I feel like you're the one that has to do it. You got to pull away. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the Eight of Swords, which came up before, the 5 and the 3. We've got the Page of Cups. Yeah, you're onto something new. Because I feel like you know that this person is probably not your soulmate. You want a new soulmate is what you want. I feel like you feel like your hands are tied. I really don't know if I should do this, but I know that something far more abundant, maybe a soulmate, maybe a better job, right? Better pay, better work environment. I feel like there's something I'm going to love even more that's in the future. So I feel like you're gone. I feel like you're planning your way out at this time. Ace of Wands is here. Yeah, you need more excitement. I feel like there's no passion here. That's what it feels like. And it feels as though you are spending a lot of time with yourself thinking about this here, about how to close the chapter here. The Queen of Wands is in the reverse. I'm doing the best thing that's for me. The Page of Wands is here. I've just got to do it. There's no easy way. You've just got to do it. There's no perfect formula. I feel like if you want the Ace of Wands, if you want passion back in your life or feel passionate about life again, I feel like you have to do it. It's going to take some resolving of issues, but I feel that you want your freedom, Cancer. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you, Cancer. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I am always back. I hope you will be too. Bye-bye.